oaks are one of the best ones. If you want to plant one tree, the problem with oaks is they grow really slowly, and people don't have that much patience. I mean, this is maybe 20 years old here or less. You know, we want fast-growing things, but the oaks have hundreds of different species of caterpillars. It's really interesting. If you want to read something good about it, there's a guy, Doug Calamine, he has some good YouTube videos. He has a book called Bringing Nature Home, and he lives on the East Coast, but he actually had a hayfield that was 10 acres, and he planted all native trees, and within 20 years, he found over 1,000 species of Lepidoptera, which is moths and butterflies, just on this 10-acre property that he had. So, and oaks, like I say, produce hundreds. Willows are really good, but any native plant. Unfortunately, a lot of people will plant something that looks pretty, and just to use a bad example, maybe a ginkgo. Ginkgos have 0 caterpillars that they will produce. And so, so here again, they look nice, but they provide no, nothing useful for the migratory birds. And when you consider just like one family of chickadees might feed 5,000 or 6,000 caterpillars during one nesting season to their babies. So caterpillars, here again, people don't think, I'm going to plant some trees so that I can get caterpillars and things to eat my trees. It's not the way we think. But here again, the importance is, and you probably heard the recent study that there's 3 billion fewer migratory birds than there were 40 years ago from a study that just came out. And that's catastrophic. That's almost a 25% decline in a very short period. And here again, it's death by 1,000 cuts, but if they don't have the caterpillars to eat, they won't be able to feed their babies. There's, here again, there's cats, feral cats, cause a lot of problems. The collisions with buildings and cell phone towers, it's kind of death by 1,000 cuts. Of course, habitat loss is another problem there too. But here again, it's very important to plant the native trees. We mostly plant for aesthetics and get rid of the lawn too. And that's basically a dead zone. There's like millions of acres in lawn that just don't produce anything. Even a field like this that's grassy, you take a net through here and there's a ton of insects out here. So if you have a lawn and you have enough room, at least don't mow it. Because here again, a lot of stuff will nest in the ground too, including meadowlarks and vesper sparrows. All the waterfowl nest on the ground. Quail, things like that. So, yeah, we can do a lot because most of the land is actually in private hands, and so, it's great that we have nonprofits that do a lot of the work out here, but most of the land still is in people's yards. So it's up to us individually to do things. And one other thing, the second most common thing that birds eat besides caterpillars is spiders. And spiders are sort of a little specialty of mine. These are wolf spiders, and you'll see them all over through here. And when you see like a bluebird going down to the ground, chances are it's getting spiders. And these guys are really cool. They'll actually take their egg case and attach it to their spinnerets on their back. And in another couple weeks, you should be able to see the females actually walking around. This one doesn't have it on hers, but you can actually find that on the ground. But we really don't have any bad spiders here. There are black widows. They're very uncommon in our area, and you really have to work to find them. So don't worry about spiders.